Nice. Check one. Good morning.
Good morning. Art Beauty Equilibrium Podcast family coming to you live from Los Angeles, California. Let's get right into it. Episode 138. So Jadakiss announces new coffee brand, excuse me.
Yes.
Kiss Cafe.
Kiss Cafe
Hey, that's a pretty good
is created with honesty and accessibility. Proudly grounded in heritage, Kiss Cafe offers premium coffee, uniquely blended and produced with legacy and quality in mind. So this brand,
I like the brand name, Kiss Cafe. That's dope.
Yeah, and it's actually him, his son, and his father.
That's dope. Keep it in the family.
Yeah, his dad actually has been in the game. I saw an interview they did on Good Morning New York. His dad has been in the coffee game for like over 40 years.
Are you serious?
Yes. He
oh, wow. Okay.
So he makes he used to import coffee and sell it to different major companies. So this is the first time he got involved in a finished product.
Wow.
It's just crazy because his dad was like, in an interview, his dad said, you know, my son has done well. He's almost been as successful as me. So I say, man, he making some money in the coffee industry. Yeah. So shout out to the whole good morning.
What's up, Shima? That's a dope jacket you got on there.
Very nice, very nice. So it's good, and they're gonna have I don't know if they'll have a storefront, but they are selling like a finished coffee, and it's not too complex. So he said it's for like everyday coffee drinkers. But I love to see, you know, they already got the juice.
Yeah, they do.
The juice bar that they have.
Heels and Styles
him and Styles P.
So it's cool.
I like to see, you know, we need to get more involved in businesses that, you know, that we use every day because
right. Multiple streams of income.
You know, you think about how much money people spend on coffee, how much money people spend on juice. Like the juice we've been getting, man, that is amazing.
Yes. Ooh, damn.
It's good.
Yeah.
We'll have the name.
We'll get the name for you.
Alive. I think they're called
Alive. There we go. There we go. Alive.
My
apologies,
juice, man,
bro.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's great though.
It is good juice. Yeah, definitely.
I can't wait for Thursday.
Yes, fresh, cold pressed.
Yeah,
wonderful.
So definitely.
So you know, I don't drink coffee anymore though, but I wish I did just to taste that. It's dope. So moving on, Patrick Beverly, man, I got a bone to pick with this dude. Patrick Beverly made a social media post, kind of coming at barbers, and he said these barbers are taxing professional athletes, and he went on to say that we charge too much. To cut
we
hair.
charge it too much
To pull up on them, he said $300 was too much for two people, and that's $150
per head.
That is nothing.
Now, mind you, we're going to give this message to fellow barbers. You know,
that's nothing
in the industry. So, fellow barbers, if you are pulling up to a client's house, so that's taking time out of your day to go out of your way to go meet this person. That's number one, right? You got to set up and you have to cut in an unfamiliar place. All this stuff, right, is taxing on you. And you still have to cut, clean up, leave, sit in traffic or whatever you have, you know, to get there, to get back to where you at. Now, that's...
Is value. So real simply put, you're paying for convenience. That's
exactly.
Like, how much is your time worth?
Exactly.
Right.
So just note that, barbers. How much is your time worth?
Because you got to think, man. A lot of people think when you cut a celebrity that you'll be just instantly, you know, popping.
That is not it.
And it's
because I've cut in plenty of celebrities.
It doesn't work like that. And a lot of times too with celebrities, they have busy schedules. They have 3 and 4 and 5, 6 different things going on at one time. So it's not like you're just pulling up to the house and cutting their hair and then leaving. A lot of times it takes process to get in there, where you're going to set up at. And then you got to figure travel time. Most of these people aren't staying right up the street from the shop.
And it's not like they have a comfortable place for you to cut. The lighting is not good. You're uncomfortable. It's a lot of elements you have to deal with going to somebody else's house.
So you have to make sure that you charge that price, because it really wouldn't be worth it if you just charge. I don't know what he expects to pay for somebody to drive to him and cut his hair and leave.
Exactly.
Honestly, I will say this too, taking into account that we didn't even calculate the lost business that you may have at the shop.
Thank you,
know what
Shima.
I mean? So each individual customer that you're missing to go travel, go to the person's house, whatever. Let's just say it takes 2.5 hours. What value is that to you as an individual?
How much money are you losing?
Know what I mean?
Yes.
So it's not like everyday clientele is going to understand that, because everyday clientele is going to come to the shop. You know what I mean? They're going to come to the shop. They're going to pay the money, sit in a chair, make an appointment, et cetera, et cetera.
Right,
but
like Clint.
When you're taken away from your current clientele, whatever, even going on wherever, you're basically still taking a loss. You know what I mean?
You're taking a big loss. So once again, barbers, make sure you know your worth.
And stylists. Make sure you know your worth and you're charging it. A good rule of thumb is look at what, like, if you wanted to just not charge them anything extra, let's just say you wanted to say, you know what, I will look at my daily rate, I'll divide that by however many hours I'm going to be gone. That's a minimum that you can do to start off.
Wait a minute. Plus travel expenses. Yeah. So you have gas.
Yeah.
Lunch break. Include everything. Because, man,
we have to get out of telling people what they're worth. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't call a plumber to my house and then say, just call the next person. Yeah. You know what I mean?
You don't like the price?
You don't call the electrician and call the plumber and call whatever. These are industry people that you need. I'm sorry, but we're part of the lifestyle just like anybody else is part of the lifestyle. Every event that people go to and the look that you have, it's a team of people who helped you get that way.
Exactly. You got to value them.
So,
in one
value them. That's a great That's a great point.
Yes. Let me, in fact,
value them, because guess what? First of all, that's like your offensive line, man. You out here, you want to look fresh. You got, you're a public figure, and then you want to say we overcharging you.
Tom Brady takes care of his line.
Yeah, come on now.
The greats take care of their line. I mean,
with the O-line.
Not to mention,
you can.
If
you don't like the price,
and shout out to Lynden holding it down in the chat room, man, because Clint tripping.
If you don't like the price, you can always come in. You can come in, pay the regular price that we charge for you to sit in one of these seats, make your appointment, and it can all be fair.
Go to the shop.
Yeah, just go to the shop.
You don't want to pay the extra, go to the shop.
Yeah, go straight to the shop. It's so much easier. Exactly. But another thing, see, in our professions, and sure enough, we get overlooked a lot. But number one, we have to have our A game all the time. All the time. So, every time we cut ahead, it's got to be decent. We can't fake and shake. We can't have an off night, and, I don't know, with 27.8 minutes, 5.3 points, 28.6 field goal.
Oh, that's the stats. He came with the stats.
3.8 rebounds.
You overcharged.
2.8 assists. Bro, we need our money back.
You overcharging the Lakers.
I'm just saying. Like, you want to cap on a barber? Let's make a spade a spade.
Hey, that's like Lynden said, man. Make a jumper, man.
Be quiet. Let's call a spade a spade. We need our money back, bro. Like, we won one game since you've been here. All
right, let's move on.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
So,
come holler at me.
This mother went viral. She breaks down in tears on social media post she made after her 16-year-old son spent her rent money on his girlfriend's gifts. He bought her some Fashion Nova and some other clothes. And
hey, man, Fashion Nova don't cost that much.
And she said he spent $2,000 on a credit card and kicked him out the house and was thinking about calling the police on him. But he said he got to go. So what do you do in that situation?
This is one of them things, right, where this is a good lesson, because we always, teach in society and social media, it's always about how the man has to have the bag and spending money. So now it looks to me like.
Oh, I didn't even think about that aspect. He might be trying to keep up.
Yeah, he's trying to keep up with the Joneses and trying to impress his woman like they do on social media, but instead messed up his mother's financial support.
But this is a lesson that you shouldn't even be doing that. Like, don't let society put pressure on you to fulfill these obligations that we place on each other.
Easier said than done. These are young minds who are being manipulated every day by this beast that we didn't have to deal with this. No, we all had our bones. We all have our bones. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And some of them are buried, but you just get to see the society right now. You get to see all the bones that these people are doing because it's cameras and it's
first of all,
can I ask a question?
I just want to say this coming up real quick. We dealt with this. It was in a different fashion because these kids don't even talk about each other no more. They don't even bag on each other. It's all done online. But you hit the campus if your gear wasn't right, if you wasn't put together, you got talked about, and that was pressure. My thing is like we do need a counter message though. We can't just let this be like the norm. You know what I'm saying? We got to offer. I think it's up to everybody to say, hey, look. And there are some people that are saying it and going against that. You know what I mean? But overall, you're right. It's a whole machine, and it never goes off. At least when we went home,
never goes off.
At least when we went home, we didn't have to deal with it.
This is my opinion about it. So, ladies, we talk about the man getting the bag. So, what happens if your son trying to impress some young lady,
Shima,
right? Because you have the narrative that the man needs to have a bag, and he steals your money to go impress some little girl. How you gonna feel? So, this is all I'm saying.
Shima, what you doing?
Ladies and gentlemen, make sure. I don't even want to ask Shima because she might kill. She might kill.
And you know what? I also want to say this. It's not just about, because some people say, oh, it's $2,000, right? It's not about the amount of money, because what the mom said, that's all she has.
Exactly. So and it doesn't matter.
Everybody, it could be $200.
It could be $20.
It could be $20.
Number one, you don't steal from your parents.
That's stealing. And then you stole something that your parents are not even in a position to easily replace.
So your mom
they talking about the rent money?
Be evicted.
We talking about the rent money.
In the video, she said that it was a lot of things that's going on, but also, I mean, from his attitude and everything that's changed, whatever. So this seems like a case, and I don't know. I'm not going to speak on it, but sometimes people have their nose open. We've all been there. Somebody had their nose open before. You know about it. We've seen it. But on top of that, her feelings as a mother, as a mom, she has some hurt feelings. That's like betrayal from somebody that's your own in the same household doing this.
It is.
Like,
it is.
You sit here and sometimes you know that a child will do something that can hurt you like no other person. Listen, let me tell you something.
That will hurt.
No other person can cut
I can
you
see it
and
in your
hurt
face,
you like somebody who you love, who's next to you every day. Not to mention it came out your body, okay?
Lynden said nose wide
open.
Wide
open. Okay? Your body was in my body.
Yeah.
And honestly, I feel like that cut so deep for her because you wouldn't guess. You wouldn't guess that it would come from this person. Right. You know what I mean? But here we are. So what do? Call the police on your own blood? It's like what?
She said she was thinking about it. She kicked him out. Said he got to go.
Where's he gonna go?
His dad was
the point.
supposedly picking him up.
That's the point.
Yeah.
They even go to your dad's house. That still doesn't solve anything.
Yeah, it says how did he get the credit card? Yeah, but what you gonna do? Lock your purse up, lock your cards up in your own house?
You shouldn't have to do that in your house.
I have on IG, this young lady says teach them priorities. And if course it starts from day one. But once again, this social media giant monster is getting the best of everyone.
I think Shima brought up a good point, though. We don't know the situation. He sometimes, obviously, this worked out in her favor, right? So sometimes, man, if you see somebody that you can take advantage of and work, we don't know what the situation is. But if he was really head over heels and enough to go get your mom's card and run it up, that's a problem, man. And listen, how do you combat that?
How to get her credit card out her purse?
How do you combat that?
And this is just his thing. Like, how many of y'all went out and, you done bought tickets, bought shoes, bought chains, bought this, bought that? It's like, come on now. This is men and women. We go overboard sometimes trying to prove a point or whatever. and you can't even afford it. That's why it's all these flew-in incidents happening lately or whatever, because you don't have that. You know what I mean? Obviously, if you got to put it on live and expose somebody or whatever, maybe you didn't have it.
It hurt.
So, it hurt you.
It hit your pockets.
Yes.
Because if you're right, because if it's nothing, you're not tripping.
True.
It's nothing. You walking out there, you be like, all right, this is not going the way I thought. You have a good one.
How do we teach our kids, though?
Right.
To not.
I think it goes back to social media, man. Maybe, and this is just me thinking outside the box, maybe kids shouldn't be on social media, period. To see all this stuff.
I totally agree.
That's far and deep, and I don't know if you can even bring it back. I don't know if you can reel it back in.
You know? I know, but it's some kids that are not on social media.
I couldn't even watch Boomerang when I was younger, and it wasn't even that bad of a movie.
Listen, so I took the time to read some of the comments that other people and parents and everybody, everybody was saying. I feel like it was so many mixed emotions in the comments, because I feel like this. Number one, you cannot whoop these kids, okay, like that. You cannot. Some people are so sensitive when you take their phones and do other things or whatever, they result to doing other things. You know what I mean?
Like the kid who tore up his mother's house.
Right. If you put restrictions on things or whatever, it's all kind of other avenues. Right. These kids are smart. They know exactly what they're doing. They know the hidden browsers and all this kind of stuff, whatever. It's really something out here that needs to be said about how to deal with it, because sometimes it doesn't just stop there. You know what I mean? He may stop doing that, but then do other things, So it's at the end of the day, we really have to have a conversation as adults or whatever and think about where we're going with this, because it is our own actions. It's people that are our age and older who set the precedence for this kind of tricking on stuff. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So
big facts. And Dad by God said,
tricking till you got it.
She can't push.
Still tricking.
Can she push back and get the money back? And I said, look. Maybe if they return all the Fashion Nova and the clothes, maybe you can get your money back. Go get it back. But you think she's gonna give it back?
That's
right,
Shonda.
If your pride is that heavy, where you gonna steal from your mom, you're not about to go ask for those clothes back. And two, I had a situation with the PlayStation app going off. I'm at work, running it up, right?
I remember you told me
running it up. I'm at work. Thank you for your purchase. Thank you for your purchase. Thank you for your purchase. I call my wife. I'm like, what is going on? What's going on at the house? Like, are you playing Street Fighter or something? Like, what? And luckily, Sony was like, look, we go through this all the time. You got one time, we're going to let you slide. After this, it's sticking, it's staying. So some companies, this is nothing new. And in an age where it's just a click, and the money's gone, that's all you got to do. You get on your cell phone, you click, you swipe, package on the way, credit card hit. Right. So it's tough. And this is a new problem, and it has everything to do with technology as much as it does with just raising children. It's a combined problem. It's not just the same as when we were coming up. You have a whole nother element. It's too easy to spend your mama's money. And
it's still heartache, because she got to get her accounts frozen. They got to go through investigations. Sometimes these investigations take 2 months. I'm not joking. Like, I've been in a situation where I've seen something. So then you got 2 months.
How you gonna recoup that and try to still pay rent?
Meanwhile, rent due.
Woo!
All right, let's move on, man. Yeah. These Lakers. All right.
Celebrating their first win. Congratulations, Patrick Beverly.
Like it was a championship. They got a lot of criticism for this. They was dumping the water and everything on the coach head, but you got to remember, this is not just the first win of the season. I would be way more concerned if this was just because it was the first win of the season. I'll be so upset. This is also Coach Ham's first win as a head coach. So I think that's more of what they were celebrating.
Okay, so I'll give you that.
People took it and spent it like we just popping champagne because we won a game. That's Coach Ham's first W as a head coach. So that's why I'm gonna get him a little.
Dude, that's cool, and I feel you, right? Yeah. But come on, bro, we lost 5 already, and this one game.
That's his first. You gotta think.
I'm look.
Imagine your first.
Congratulations, coach.
That's your first.
Dude, you know who we got on the team?
I feel you, but that's Darvin Ham's first.
So what about what the same?
Because I was ready to give it to him, and I'm like, okay, it's Darvin Ham's first. I mean, relax.
What about when they say celebrate the small things in life?
You posted, yeah, you supposed to celebrate the small things in life.
Okay, I see the cup as being half full.
If it was
Let's be optimistic.
If it was not Coach Ham's first victory, man, I would be going off on my team because you don't do that.
Okay, look, I'm going to be optimistic.
Kobe, job done. His job done. He was in the finals up 2-0. He not even smiling. So of course you're not supposed to celebrate one single victory. Of course.
Oh,
Lynden in the comments. See, I already know you were like, I don't even want to. What you talking about, man? He said this is real weak. This is not LA. I get you, Lynden, but this was his first win.
Lynden, you right.
You're right. You're absolutely right. But it's his first W.
We miss you, bro. You need to be sitting right here.
It's his first W. Kobe wouldn't have took part in that.
Yeah,
for sure. He would not have dumped the ice chest on his head. He probably would have shook his hand.
He probably been gone. He probably been home already in his helicopter.
Nah, he been in the gym.
Oh, probably so.
Trying to get Patrick Beverly in the gym with him, work on his broke jumper. But
who's the leader on this team?
LeBron.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, shout out to Coach Ham though, and Russell.
Shout out to Coach Ham.
Actually had a good game.
Yeah,
fans cheered for him for the first time.
He is trying to be in support of Westbrook. So we don't.
Shout out to Lynden got the Twitter fingers this morning. Hey, Lynden with the Twitter fingers.
He got them Elon Musk. Speaking of Elon Musk,
go ahead.
Elon Musk's acquisition of Twitter has some in Hollywood heading for the exit. So
Elon Musk, the deal is done. Twitter is done. He posted this picture. It's over with. It's done. It's done deal. He went in there. He already fired a couple of people. He promised. He promised to downsize the staff. And what people are upset over is he's getting rid of some of the monitoring that have been put up to monitor hate speech and any type of censorship. He's downsized that department, and he's also allowing other people that were previously kicked off to come back, like Donald Trump. He said that he will be allowed to come back on, and some other people that have been kicked off. So what people are speculating on, the reason why, like Shonda Rhimes left, and she said, a lot of people are like, I don't want to see where this goes. I'm going to get out now. And these are people with millions and millions of followers, very lucrative accounts. And we don't know what he's going to do with this app, but chances are when he's finally gets it set up the way he wants, it won't even be what it is right now. Like he's talking about being able to use Twitter to make payments, receive payments, watch content on movies, all kind of things. So he's talking about really, really, he paid $44 billion for it. I'm sure he's not just going to use it to, you know what I mean?
Now, let me ask you this. Wouldn't you rather see who you're dealing with than not know? You know what I mean? I agree.
I
mean, sometimes you kind of have to see the hate to know that it's real. I feel, it's like one of those things where when I started seeing people post on the comments about racist remarks and stuff, it's like, it didn't bother me because I don't take stuff like that personally at times, I'll say. But anyway, I was just thinking to myself, like, I'd rather know who I'm dealing with. You know what I mean? And see.
Know who your enemy is.
Exactly. Because it's like,
And also, that's a great point. But also, I'm thinking of, in terms of just freedom of speech, right? I know this is a company and they don't have to, give you the First Amendment rights. It's private company. They can discipline you however you want. But I do feel like when you allow people to freely express themselves, that doesn't just come with everything that you like to hear.
True.
It comes with things you don't like to hear. It just doesn't come with, it's a two-way street.
Yeah.
So if we're going to allow these platforms to say things that we agree with, we have to also allow them to say things we don't agree with. That's my personal take on it, because once we get into censorship, now we're molding and controlling what people say and how they express themselves to one person or one group of people's
because we're definitely
their ideal
right now on social media.
Outlooks and what they think is appropriate and inappropriate.
Right.
You know what I mean? So then you run the risk of saying, okay, is this an echo chamber? Is this only what you want to hear? Is this only and that's what we see. So I don't look at it as
seeing definitely right now. So.
If you allow more freedom of speech, I'm for that. I know that comes with some bad, but it also will come with good too, because I don't think that any one group of people should dictate what all of us should be allowed to say. You know.
You listen to the RBD Equilibrium podcast, streaming live right now on YouTube. If you're listening, if you're watching, if you don't like what you're hearing, still click the like button.
Boom.
Don't forget to set your notifications and subscribe. Thank you.
Yes. So,
and
Best
for the fans,
Man, the final chapter. Go ahead, G.
Go for it.
It's coming to Peacock December 22nd.
The gang is back together.
So is this going to be a one movie party, or is it going to be episode? Is it going to be a series?
I'm down for the watch party. By the way, I think this is a movie.
Ooh, watch party.
I think this is a movie.
Oh, for sure.
If it's a series, that's so fire.
Man, this is gonna be real good.
But they got the whole gang back together, man.
The whole gang.
Even Terrence Howard. Can't wait to see him.
Look at him, man. Math man.
Look at him, man.
Hey, he got his own math.
Oh man, what else we got? How much time we got?
It's coming out too. Black Panther, of course.
Oh yeah, we got tickets.
Already got my tickets.
We already got tickets.
We gonna all be there. Right. We seen it in 3D and 4DX.
Right.
Yeah,
and
we seen it with
and we need to organize a Best Man watch party.
That'd be dope.
We need to watch all three of them and get that cracking.
It's called "Lift Me Up" by Rihanna. The song is very inspirational.
That's
very sad also, because we're still thinking and dealing with the loss of
Chadwick
Boseman. So yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Right. And also, man, we got the sad news of Takeoff passing away in Houston. Definitely want to send prayers up and condolences to all the families that are affected by that one. That was very sad. R.I.P. to Takeoff, who was part of the Migos, 1/3 of the Migos rap group.
Man, no one was expecting this last night.
No, not at all.
Horrible news.
Yeah, man. Man, that kind of put chills down my spine.
Yeah.
It is a series for Best Man.
Oh, okay.
Thanks, Shonda. She always come through.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Yeah, man. That kind of made everything go down right quick.
Yeah, man. That's what it is, man. That's not cool.
Yeah, man.
But hey, thank y'all for watching, tuning in with us.
Make sure you like, subscribe, share, and
prayers up for the family.
Yeah, couldn't say it no better. Pray for us, y'all. We all need it.